एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निरपौ निर्वैर अकाल मूर्त जोनी सैभम गुरु प्रसाद। धन धन गुरु ग्रंथ साहब जी महाराज, धन गुरु गोबिंद सिंह साहब सच्चे पातशाह, गुरु नानक साहब हजूर। हवाए बंदगी अबुर दर वजूद मरा, वगरने जौके चुनी आमदैन नमूद मरा। काहिरे बन खोजन जाई, सर्ब निवासी सदा लेपा तोहे संग समाई। पोह मध्यों बास बसत है मुकरमाए जैसे छाई, तैसे ही हर बसे निरंतर कट ही खोजो पाई। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। We are visiting the Bani of the Japji, the first Bani in the Guru Granth. 38 paudis and 2 sloks explain the preamble of human life, gives us an opportunity to walk into our own mind, understand what is life. Between the change of birth and death is the understanding of what is life. And we don't understand it, we live it, but yet we don't know what it is. When we call someone Guru, in the tradition of the Sikh culture, it means somebody who has a complete vision of life. We don't have a complete vision of life. We look at only the physical aspects of life, what our senses have taught us, and to us that is life. So there is a beginning and end to life, birth and death. And we don't know what is after death, so there is a complete darkness, there's fear, there is the unknown entity of what will happen to me, a question which we carry with us all our lives. We don't figure out what is me, what is in the inner recesses of my mind. We only know the superficial mind, and in that also we fail. In our endeavor to understand our own psychology, we get confused and lose our way. We have gone through 24 paudis. Maharaj has given us a vision, and of course given us some new words which we don't understand completely, one of them being hukam, other being naam. He told us a way of going into our inner psychology is suniye, by absorbing and listening to what is the Guru's word, what is the inner mind. There is a Sufi tradition in which they say sound of silence. There is the catch. We don't know our silence. Because where there is no word, no sound, where there is no movement, there I don't know where I am. I only know the moving mind. A very beautiful line in the Guru Granth says, Chaltyo man rakhe, amrit chakhe. Abstain from the moving mind, and the ambrosial joy of life, which is beyond death, will come to you. We've explored what Guru Nanak Maharaj says about the man, and intense questions about the man are revealed in many of his banis, including the Japji. One of my favorites is the Siddh Gosht. जब हृदय देह न होती तब मन कठे रहता. When there is no physical body, where does the mind go? Hriday deh na hoti odu, tab man sun reha bairagi. Then there is a state of sun, Maharaj says. Without movement, without rag, without expression, the mind is there. Then the question should be asked, can I know this state of sun? And Maharaj says yes. Then he invites us, says, मन को कोई खोजो पाई, तन छुट्टे मन कहाँ समाई. Explore your mind. When the body goes away, where does the mind go? But we don't do all these things. One Shabad which Guru, when Sant Atar Singh meditated on a lot was Thirgar Vaisto Harjan Pyare. Satgur tumre kaaj savare. This is again to do with the stable mind, the stationary mind. But I don't know Thirgar. I don't know that state of mind where I am not. I only know the ego mind, the moving mind, the thought mind, and maybe a little deeper than that, my dream mind. But these are all the expressions of egos, expressions of identity, conditioning. Even our birth and death, if you look at life through many births and deaths, even that is all conditioning. There's a movement happening, a change happening. But what does the change happen over? And who is making it happen? The 25th body, Maharaj tries to explain to us that there is a vision in life. There is a centering. There is an expression of creation, of the Creator in everyday movement of life. And we miss it out completely. We go to an art place where there is artwork. The artist writes his or her name, and we know who has done the artwork. Who has done the artwork of all creation? Am I even aware, or am I concerned with that? In Buddhism, the question of whether there is God or not is not even taken up. It's not answered. But Buddha does say that you are in pain, you are in sorrow. That is your reality. And that has a solution. So he looks at life through the inner pain. And actually we explore life in its intensity only in pain. If there was no pain, and there was no death, and there was no sorrow, then none of us would be exploring what is beyond the inner mind, what is beyond our moving mind. We would be just living here in this state. What does the Guru do, Maharaj? Sadgur ke jan mein gaman mitaya. Pure gurte naam paya jaye. When we meet the Guru, the mind becomes stationary. Satgur ke jan mein gaman mitaya. And we find a new birth. Ji ke daate pritam prab mere. Man jeeve prab naam chitere. The mind finds its connection to its inner source. Man jeeve. Jivan daan. A new birth of the inner mind. A journey to our inner self. When we used to grow up, there was a movie on TV, the serial, Center of the Earth, Journey to the Center of Earth. The journey to our own center. We miss that every day. So when we get connected to our own source, that's Jivan Dhan, that's Naam, that's Thir Avastha. Maharaj calls it Thir Ghar, a home forever. We don't know this home forever, so we wander. In the Siddh Gosht, Rahao, the Tuk of Rahao, Guru Nanak says, Maharaj says is, Kya paviye sat sucha hoy? Why do you wander? When you meet truth, you will become truthful, sucha. Saat Shabad bin Mukt na koi. Without the word, without the Shabad, nobody is freed. So this also is addressed in the 25th body. When we meet the Shabad, when we meet Japji, when we meet the inner recesses of what Guru is saying, then we meet Guru Nanak. Guru Nanak is not a photo. He is not a form or shape. He is Shabad. And what he has said is what he is, what is his inner mind. If we can connect to this inner mind, to what is the thought mind of Guru Nanak, then we connect to the Guru. And what does the Guru do, Maharaj? Pure Gurte Naam Paya Jai. Guru will give you Naam. Will take you beyond form, shape, beyond the body. A flight into our inner mind. And then, where there is no conflict, where there is no confusion. The game of life is played in the mind. And the mind is expressed in and outside, both. The body is part of the mind. You heard the word aura. People say, you have a nice aura. The aura is beyond the body. It's the mind beyond the body. These are thoughts. What I do with them is my take on life. You can listen to what I have to say. But what you do with it is what will happen, which is more beautiful if you choose to change yourself. If we choose to change ourselves according to what Guru says, this is what is suniye. Suniye maniye, man ki tapao. When we listen, absorb, then we change, and then we go into manan. And then the pain goes away. Dukh par har sukh kar le jaye. The house of pain has gone away, and the house of sukh has come to me. When a guru talks about sukh, he doesn't talk about temporary sukh. He talks about what is forever. Otherwise, this game is not worth playing. If life is not forever, if happiness is not forever, then I don't have any control. Then I can lose it at any time. Then it is not mine. And Bhagat Rav Das says it. Mehram mahal na ko atkave. Nobody can intervene in this grace which is coming to me constantly. This Anand which is my part now, which is my source mind. Nobody can break me away from that now. That is what the sadhu is after. That's why he doesn't value those realities which we value so much, because he knows those will all go away. Mango daan Thakur naam, avar kachu mere sang na chale. He says nothing else will go with me, only naam will go. Raj mal anek pogras, sagal tarvar ki chhaam. Like the shadow of a tree which is moving, such is the pleasures and joys of life. They will go away. They are not permanent. But Anand is permanent because it's the source mind. And what is the condition for Anand? Meeting the Guru. That is why all these six gave up so much for the Guru. They know what they were getting. We don't know. That's why we are lost. We don't know what this trade is. पहला वस्त्र से जान के ताकि जे व्यापार सुन मंदे हर नाखी गहरा गहन पार. First know what the product is, then you deal in it. पहला वस्त्र से जान के. We don't know the product. We don't know what are we dealing in. Guru Nanak says, "Sach vakhar ke hum ban jaye." I deal in truth. Truth that is never changing, forever existent. A river has gone into the ocean and merged with the ocean. It's become the ocean. The river is changing, constantly changing. The ocean is forever. The ocean is the creator. We are the river. Heraclitus says, man can never enter the same river twice. The Greeks knew it much before we fathomed what was happening. If you look at the Socrates dialogues, you will see how he looks at death, how his last day, when he's going to die the next day, how he talks about death. Talks about Zeus. And he says, I saw Zeus in my dream, and she is waiting for me across the river. Why do you fear death so much, Creto? And death and life are just two pillars of life. We fear it so much because we don't know our mind. We don't know the stationary mind. We don't know the mind beyond life, beyond the changing mind. And our Guru did not invite us to stand at the border of the river, procrastinating and not doing anything about life. He always invited us to jump into the river and know life and then deal with it. That's why he said, don't go up the mountain, live it. Live this life and know the futility, know the transience, know the changing aspect, and then find that which is forever in it. It can be found through the man. And whenever we see and explore the Shabad in the Guru Granth Sahib, we will find two things inherent in every Shabad. Man and Naam. Search it. In every Shabad you will find it. Mind is my playground of life. And Naam is the creator, the source within my mind. The game is, can I open this and crack this game before I die? Otherwise, we have no control beyond death. The two things which Maharaj says in the Japji is that either we will go in the moving sphere of the mind, which is the karam of life, or we will find Naam, which is the wealth of life. Kadiye Shabad Sachi Taksar, Jinko Nadar Karam Tinkar. The problem with the second thing is, if we have to live that life, the problem there is we have to give up our mind. As man ko koi khojo pai. Man jeete jag jeet. And what do we give it up to, Maharaj? Kit kit bit jag upje purkha. Kit kit dukh binas jai. How does the world come about? And how do I go beyond pain and sorrow? Haume vich jag upje purkha. Naam visariye dukh pai. From the ego, conditioned mind, the world comes about. Now we can choose to wander this world, live it transient, existent, not find the stationary aspect of life. What Guru Amar Das calls Tat Gyan, the Tat Gyan of life. We don't find that. Then we keep wandering. But if we crack it, then Maharaj says that Sama jana, kahan te aave, kahan hai jaabe, kahan hai rahe samai. So either we will come and go, or we will find the stability. Hukme aave, hukme jaave, hukme rahe samai. We can only know the hukum when we go beyond our ego mind. 25th body of Guru Nanak Sahib's Japji. We bow to Maharaj and ask for his guidance in understanding our inner mind, in working towards that. Finding a meaning to life where we can fathom the fragrance which never goes away from us. Fathom the beauty, the joy, and live it in such a way that we are the controllers of it. We will first recite the 25th body, Maharaj, and then let's find this artist of the creation which we live. Thank you.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ। ਬਹੁਤਾ ਕਰਮ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਨਾ ਜਾਏ, ਵੱਡਾ ਦਾਤਾ ਢਿੱਲ ਨਾ ਕਮਾਏ। ਕੇਤੇ ਮੰਗੈ ਜੋਤ ਅਪਾਰ, ਕੇਤਿਆਂ ਗਣਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਵਿਚਾਰ। ਕੇਤੇ ਖੱਪ ਟੁੱਟਹਿ ਬੇਕਾਰ, ਕੇਤੇ ਲੈ ਲੈ ਮੁੱਕਰ ਪਾਏ। ਕੇਤੇ ਮੂਰਖ ਆਈ ਖਾਏ, ਕੇਤੀਆਂ ਦੂਖ ਭੂਖ ਸਦ ਮਾਰ। ਇਹ ਭੇਦਾਤ ਤੇਰੀ ਦਾਤਾਰ, ਬੰਦ ਖਲਾਸੀ ਭਾਣੇ ਹੋਏ। ਹੋਰ ਆਖ ਨ ਸਕੈ ਕੋਏ, ਜੇ ਕੋ ਖਾਇਕ ਆਖਣ ਪਾਏ। ਉਹ ਜਾਣੈ ਜੇ ਪਿਆ ਮੂੰਹ ਖਾਏ, ਆਪੇ ਜਾਣੈ ਆਪੇ ਦੇ। ਆਖੇ ਤੇ ਕੇ ਹੀ ਤੇ, ਜਿਸਨੂੰ ਬਖਸ਼ੇ ਸਿਫਤ ਸਲਾਹ। ਨਾਨਕ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹੀ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ।
Who is the gifted person in earth? Who's the blessed person on earth? Again and again Maharaj says this. Jisnu bakshe sift salah, Nanak Patshahi Patsha. This is the blessing of life. It's not money, it's not status, it's not relationships, it's not cracking the physical aspects of life. This is the inner door. Jisnu bakshe sift salah. We underestimate this line actually. At least I would used to do that. This has to do with knowing the presence of the Creator. And then focusing and knowing the Creator. Jisnu bakshe sift salah. The dhyan of the Creator, the origin, the person who is created, the life force which has created life. Focusing on that, which I am not, where I am not, and it is all beyond my ego. Such is the person who is gifted, who has found the key to inner life, key to pain, key to sorrow, key to death, key to slavery. Maharaj says, so Patshahi Patsha, he is the real king, real master, one who really knows, and one who lives the life's real essence. And this doesn't happen from my ego life. It happens from the grace of Guru Prasad. The Guru is a ever-changing phenomena. He is the phenomena where I transform myself from pain to joy. Jin manas te devte ki kartana lagi var. From a human to a devata, to beyond death, to the source mind. Where I've flipped the coin, so to say. And now everything has changed. There's no effort here. Maharaj says, Sahaj, non-doing. There's no need to do, he says. There's a dialogue between Diogenes and Alexander. Alexander is the doer. He's the physical king of that time. He conquered more land than anyone else on earth. When he goes into Athens, and all the schools of Socrates came to visit him, came to pay their obeisance to honor him. But the school of cynics did not come. The head of the school of cynics was missing. Diogenes was the head of the school of the cynics. That's where the word cynical comes from, cynics. And he asks them, where is Diogenes? Diogenes used to live in a tub. So they took him to the tub, and Diogenes was sitting in his tub in dirty, torn clothes, unpresentable, just sitting in the tub. And he had very uncouth, rude nature. So he presents himself in front of Diogenes, rather than Diogenes presenting himself to him. This is the Padshah. This is the king. The real king is who here? He says, I am Alexander, says Alexander to Diogenes. And Diogenes says, I am Diogenes. So he explains to him that he has won and he is the king of Athens and he's anything I can do for you, Diogenes. He says, yes, move away, you're blocking the sun. That's the answer of a real king. There's nothing you can do for me. There's nothing you can give me which my Creator has not given me already. There's nothing which you can really help me with, which I don't already have. I was looking for joy, happiness forever, and that you don't have. You can't give it to me. Alexander goes away very sheepishly, not understanding what happened here. But see, with a flick of a sword, he could have taken his head off. But he was scared to do that. Alexander walks away and says, if I was not Alexander, I would be Diogenes. Maybe he was saying, I hope I was Diogenes and not Alexander. Because Alexander was pain. Where all the joy, the means of joy, is with him, but he can't use them. Where all the solutions of the modern medicine of that time were available to him, but they are worthless. Where all the money in the world is with him, but it's worthless. Has the futility of life gone away? We have not seen that. We don't know it. If we had known that experience, or if we know that experience, our life will change forever. This is what Guru Sahib is always trying to get us to. Maharaj is always trying to make us see the inner meaning of life. Bahta karam likhya na jaye. Vadda data til na tamaye. The walk of a person who is in debt and a walk of a person who is not in debt are two different things. There is a creator here. The only issue is that he or she doesn't stand in front of us every day, knock on our door and say, I created you. So all creation is from the daya of the creator, daya of creation, the compassion of creation. But it doesn't come and ask us for an account. So we become our own masters. While we are in the physical world, we think we are the masters of creation. We are the centers of creation. Galileo did that, changed that for the Christian world. The Christian world said the earth is the center of creation. But Galileo said, no, it's not. I can see that earth is not the center. The sun is the center of the galaxy, the solar system. And he was killed for that. We think we are the center of creation. That becomes our issue. There is nothing wrong in what we do, what we live, what we enjoy in the physical world. There's nothing wrong in it. The only thing wrong is that we miss the person, we miss the energy which has provided us that wealth, opportunity to enjoy it. Bin kartar na kirtam jane. We don't recognize that there is a creator who's given us the opportunity to enjoy this physical self. And there we miss the boat. So Maharaj says, Bahta karam likhya na jaye. Karam is the Persian word of karam, the grace, the Gur Prasad, the blessing. Can't be written. Everything is created from the Creator's pen as an expression of daya, of compassion. And we cannot write it. We cannot explain it. The entire creation is such. Why? Vadda datta til na tamai. The big creator is not hungry for recognition. Til na tamai. Is not greedy. Doesn't come in front of us and say, I did it. In the Asadivar, Maharaj gives one expression of those who want to do good. Dete mange saisa guna. Satya man santok upje. Dene ke vichar. Those who are now become satiated, are feeling happy, they want to express themselves in giving. Satya man santok upje. Dene ke vichar. Dede mange saisa guna. They give, but they want recognition many times over. Mange saisa guna. Give me so much more because I have given. Sob kare sansar, and a recognition in the world for giving. We are greedy people. We want to feed our ego every step of our life. And every breath which we feed our ego, we are going into a deeper pain, a deeper well of darkness. Because the ego is not real. It's an opportunity. It's not forever. Maharaj says that we have found this life for meeting something, for meeting our inner source. Bhai prapat manuk dehuriya. Gobind milan ki hai teri bariya. Finding my Creator is what life is for. Because my wandering ceases there. And I merge with my Creator. That's my home. Bhai prapat manuk dehuriya. The birth has given us this body, this opportunity, this ego mind. Gobind milan ki hai teri bariya. A chance to meet Gobind. Avar kaaj tere kite na kaam. None else will come. No other work, no other thing you do is meaningful in the beyond. It is meaningful in the physical world. Mil saad sangat bhaj keval naam. Naam is where there is inner happiness without reason. Where there is a joy and anand. But there is no source we can see for it. Where there is a meeting, where there is no separation. The flavor and fragrance from the life beyond. Where I am not, but my Creator is. And it all lies in our mind. Searching the mind is where we will find it. But we don't do that. We don't do it. We listen to Gurbani, we may listen to discourses, but we never go into our inner mind. We don't go beyond our thoughts. We don't know the thoughtless mind. The thoughtless mind is where Dhyan begins. But the Creator has created creation, and He is not hungry for recognition, he or she. So Maharaj says that He Vadda datta til na tamai. Vadda. There is only one which is big, bigger than us, bigger than all creation. There is only one source where life finds its true root system, where there are no conflicts, where the flow and energy of life exposes us to our inner reality. But then now he explains how we fall into traps of life, how the ego mind misses the boat every time. Kete mange jod apar, ketiyan ganat nahi vichar. Maharaj says many who are powerful jodhe, who are the strong in life, are asking for what is beyond life. Ketiya ganat nahi vichar, and I can't count, he says. Those who want to understand and think on the Creator, fathom the Creator. Ketiya ganat nahi vichar. Kete khaptute vekar. And so many don't even ponder that way and just lose life in the day-to-day conflicts, chaos, khaptute vekar. In the vikar of life, in the conflicts of life, in the chaos of life, they lose themselves. What is the reason Guru tells us these things? This is what he is telling us to avoid doing. And remember, in the end, what is he telling us? Gun gama din raat nanak chaho eho. To sing the praise of the Creator. That is what the Guru wants. The reason? Because he wants to lose himself with his own Creator. Drop the ego and merge with the Creator. That is how the Guru never dies. We always look at Guru as a birth date and a death date in the physical life of Guru. But the Guru never dies. Guru never ends. There is no beginning and end to Guru. Guru is ever present. Forever, everywhere. What does it require? It requires a stationary mind. And it requires a aradhana, a prayer within, to meet the Guru. Charan sharan gur ek penda jaye, chal satgur kot penda aage hoy lete. Maharaj says with the presence of the Guru, knowing the presence of the Guru, I take one step and the Guru takes crores steps to meet us. Satgur kot penda aage hoy lete. In the Siddh Gosht, Maharaj raises this issue. And the Siddhs ask him, why are you wandering like this? Why have you come to the Sumer Parvat in the mountains high up here? What for? Kis karan grahta ji udasi? 24 years Guru Nanak Sahib Maharaj left home. The Siddhs ask him this question. Kis karan grahta ji udasi? What is the reason you left your family and are walking and wandering this world? Kis karan hai par ek nivasi? And why you have this form? Because he used to take the form of and the clothing of that area wherever he went, so that he can merge with them. Maharaj says that I am seeking Gurmukh Khojat Payodasi. I am seeking those people who are seeking truth. That is the reason I am here. That's why Guru Nanak Maharaj says I have taken birth. Gurmukh Khojat Payodasi. That is the meaning of my life. So I have left my family. My physical family is not my forever family. My Shabad Guru family is my family. Man jeete jag jeet. And who takes his inheritance? Is Pailana. It is not the wealth of Guru Nanak, the physical wealth, but it is the Shabad wealth. कड़िए शब्द सच्ची टकसाल. Where Guru finds himself in Lena. So in Bhai Lena, Guru Angad, Guru Nanak is present. Like Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Maharaj says, Khalsa mero roop hai khas. He lives in the Guru Khalsa. And he defines the Khalsa. So the Guru is never gone away, never dies. We don't have that ability to seek and know the presence of Guru. Bhagat Kabir says, Tuk dam karari jo karo, hazir hazur khudai. You find the stationary mind, you will find the presence of the Creator right there. Tuk dam karari jo karo, hazir hazur khudai. Bande khoj dil har roz. Na fir pareshani maahe. You want to know the life beyond worry? Seek the inner mind. Bande khoj dil har roz. Na fir pareshani maahe. Eh jo duniya seher mela. Dastagiri na hai. This life is a meeting of few moments. And nothing goes away in the hand from this life. We cannot take away anything from this life. We have to leave it all here. Maharaj says, Ketiyan ganat nahi vichar. Kete khap tutte bekar. Kete lele mukar paye. So many keep taking from the Creator and deny Him then. Like we all do. There is no Creator in my day-to-day life. There is work, there is commitment, there is desires, there is needs. There is no Creator. For the Creator, I have to go beyond myself. And within myself is all I have about life. I don't know beyond myself. I am only my center of my life, and that's my misery. Because in all creation, there is one standard state of being which is present, and that is Anand. In every part of creation, Anand exists unconditionally. That's the nature of the Creator. Anand paya meri maaye Satguru mein paya is unconditional joy. Guru calls it Amrit. Maharaj says, Sur nar munjan Amrit khoj de. We are all of us are seeking Amrit. Amrit is happiness forever, where there is no death. But we don't want to make the effort. We don't want to listen. Suniye maniye man ki tapao. Antargat tirath malnao. And find the tirath within ourselves. And then he gives us a meditation in the Japji. Gaviye suniye man rakhiye pao. Sing the Shabad and listen to it with eyes closed. That is where you meet the Guru. That's all it takes. But in our entire life, we don't have a few moments to commit in entirety. What it requires is the entire mind's commitment, not part mind. Not my mind thinking of something else. My mind present in today's moment. Gaviye suniye man rakhiye pao. And I sing the Shabad. Listen to it with intensity, complete intensity. Prab ki ustat karo sant meet. Savdhan ekagar cheet. With one mind, no thought. Gaviye suniye man rakhiye pao. And I will find love within myself then. This love is unconditional state of mind. Where there is non-doing, sahaj. Dukh parar sukh kar le jaye. And the house of pain, the sorrow is gone away. And I go into my house of happiness and Anand. We have all heard the story of Rabia al-Basra. where we are seeking solutions outside all the time and never go inwards. Sufi called it the 11th direction. 10 directions are outside. North, northeast, north, south, east, west, northwest, northeast, 8 directions, up and down 10, 11th is inward. Maharaj, kete lele mukkar paaye, kete murkh khai khai, and so many just eat away life, eat away and keep eating away without realizing what life is and are gone. Ketiyan dukh puk sadmar, ebi daat teri daatar. One more gift you give, my Creator. The dukh, the hunger, the pain, that is also a gift. Whenever we disconnect from our ego center, we will find this creation, this part of creation. But then he says, there is a way out. Band khalasi paane hoye. There is a solution to escape all this. To find the inner door is find the Gur Prasad, the Pana of the Creator. To find the center of life where the Creator is, where I am not. Whenever I am living a life where I am the center and there is no Creator, there is the poison, the misery. Maharaj says, Antar basena, bahar jaye. Amrit chhad bikhe bikhaye. Kya baat hai, Maharaj? I don't go inward. I keep wandering outside. And I leave the Amrit, the joy, the happiness, the love, and eat poison. Bikhe bikhaye. This is us. Not trying to find a solution, but keep wandering around it. Aakhe mange de de. Ape ja. Ketiya dukh puk sadmar. Ebi daat teri daatar. Band khalasi paane hoye. Hor aakh na sake koi. And nobody can talk about this vision of life. Je ko khaye ke aakhan paye. And if there is someone foolish enough to say that he knows the Creator, he or she knows what is the life, what is life's creation. O jane jetiya muh khaye, and he will know how much pain he will suffer due to that. If you know the Creator, then you are the Creator, Maharaj. You cannot know without being it. You can live it by merging with it, but then you lose yourself. So who will know? O jane jetiya muh khaye. Ape jane ape de. He is the one who knows. Nobody else knows. Who is the full dimensions of the Creator. The full expression of Creator. The creation itself is lived by the Master. Ape jane ape de. And he is the one who gives. The moment I see life as a gift to me, my life's movement changes. The moment I think I have found life with my own right, and there is nothing beyond life, that's my misery. Ape jane, ape de, aake sebe ke ke. And so many say this. So many are recognizing this. Jisnu bakshe sift salah, Nanak Paatshah hi Paatshah. One who is blessed, one who is living in Gur Prasad, centers himself or herself around the Creator, around the creation center, not in the ego center. He or she is in the sift and salah of the Creator, in the dhyan of the Creator, lost himself or herself. जिसनू बख्शे सिफ्त सलाह नानक पातशाही पातशाह. Here is the real king of life, one who has recognized the power of the Creator. These are the masters of life, not the slaves. We are the slaves, living a conditional life, living a life where anything which changes gives us fear, where we see the physical aspects of life only and we don't recognize life beyond it, where we see only ego and moving mind as our real mind and not going deeper into our inner self. Jisnu bakshe sift salah. So what we need to do is ask for this sift salah, this Gur Prasad, where I'm able to recognize that I am not the center of life and there is a creator, there is a guru. So there my experience of life goes beyond the ego mind, beyond the mind which is changing. And these are the people who have found it, the gurus have found it. That's why they keep saying this again and again. That life is not what we are looking it to be. How do I become truthful? How do I go beyond the darkness of the ego? The wall of falsehood, how does it go away? Hukum razai chalna. Nanak likhya naal. All of creation is created by the Creator. Know His hukum, know Him, live that hukum. And whatever is your baggage is with you. Nanak likhya naal. And how do we know the hukum? By going beyond the ego, going beyond the moving mind. Nanak hukme je bujhe, taho mein kahe na koi. One who has understood the hukum doesn't say, I am. He realizes that I am only transient. I am not a permanent expression of life. Jiska tan man tan sab tiska. Nor is the body mine, nor the mind is mine, nor the wealth is mine. Only this opportunity is mine. Jiska tan man tan sab tiska. And who is this? Who's created everything? The tan, the man, the dhan. Finding that is the solution of life. The rest is only wandering, Maharaj. The 25th body of the Japji. I am thankful to you all. Forgive my errors. If any of you have some questions or want to say something, please raise your hand. If you're in Zoom, if you're in YouTube, you can write your question. Gursimran will read them out and we can discuss them. Andhkoop mein patit vikral, Nanak kaad leo prabdayal. That's a prayer. We are in a well of darkness. Take us out of this. Prayer to my Creator, prayer to the Guru. Bhagat Kabir says, कहत कबीर सुनो रे संतो, खेत ही करो न बेड़ा, अब की बार बख्श बंदे को, पावर न पाव जल फेरा. Thank you so much for your presence. वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह.
जी का खालसा।
हाँ जी। हाँ जी।
वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह।
वाहिगुरु जी महाराज।
जी, we read in the Vani to be in the hukam, remain in the hukam. But in this material world, we are also in this Maya. It's not so easy to be worldly people, be in hukam. Then how to be so strong? And I mean, the dukh may be of any kind, either it's death or separation or money or whatever. How to be so strong?
I think this is all, these are our wandering thoughts. They're just our way of eluding ourselves from the real goals of life. What is the tangible thing to do? Guru Sahib says that all the answers lie in the Shabad. So he is inviting us to enjoy the presence of the Shabad. The Shabad is the hukam. Now, if we are going to figure this out from our ego self, then we will not be able to find the solutions. We will find more problems than solutions. The solution is in the Shabad. So he constantly, Guru Sahib is inviting us to be in the presence of the Shabad in the Man. Man Jeete Jag Jeet. The 38th Pauri is a very good example of how the transformation of the mind can happen. I think this is not a question of how difficult or easy. It's a question of if I want it. If I want to be transient and hold on to my ego, then I can't find the solution. It's like have my cake and eat it too. That's what I'm trying to do. मन बेचे सतगुर के पास तिस सेवक के कारज रास. It is as simple as that. When I've decided that I can't handle this mind and I give it up and go to the inner mind and give it up to the Guru, then the Guru resolves my issues. The resolutions don't need to take place the way we want them to take place. They will take place on how Shabad guides our life. एक शब्द मेरे प्राण बसत है और जन्म नान. Now, to live the Shabad is to transform our inner mind. Leaving all other questions aside, all we need to do is to start reciting the Shabad in the Vaikhari Bani, saying it out in a dhyan, and let the life play out its role. When he says, Kadiye Shabad Sachi Taksal, Jat Pahara Tirad Sunyar. So conserve the energy, have some patience. Tirad Sunyar. Aaron Mat Ved Hathyar. Stable mind, and the Shabad is your tool to transform the mind. Pao Khala Agan Taptao. The fear is the energy system for transforming the mind. It's the heat. This is how the simile is with the goldsmith. When he's using an anvil, the stable mind is the anvil. The hammer is the Shabad. Pao Khala Agan Taptao. The tap and The energy which we need to transform our inner mind comes from the fear itself. Fear of death, fear of pain, that will all convert itself into love. Pao khala agan taptao panda pao amrit tittal. And it will become love. And then in that utensil of love which has come from our mind, we'll pour amrit into it. Pao khala agan taptao panda pao amrit tittal. In that will come amrit. Now I'm trying to say this amrit is difficult. I can't do this. It's very difficult, but we don't know what to do. All I need to do is start walking the path first. And then let nature take its course. Kadiye Shabad Sachi Taksal. This is the life of the inner mind. Shabad. This is the wealth, that mint, where the wealth is coined. Kadiye Shabad Sachi Taksal. Jinko nadar karam tinkar. And the Gur Prasad of Guru. It's very difficult. Gur Prasad makes it all happen without an effort. Sahaj. Ji Maharaj. कड़िए शब्द सच्ची टकसाल जिनको नजर कर.
In chat box, there is a message. What is Ajarno Jarna?
Where is the message? Acha, I didn't see that. Ajarno Jarna. Please explain what is Ajar Jarna. It really is exactly what it is saying. Ajar, that which cannot be lived, cannot be tolerated, cannot be handled. To live through that. Live through the impossible. Ajar Jarna. Live through the most difficult parts of life smoothly, without an effort. This is a pillar of life, Ajar Jarna, pillar of Sikhi. And Shabad is the way we live that. So when we look at all these examples which we say in our Ardas, all that was happening in our past, all that happens even in the present. There are so many moments in our lives and others' lives which are not easy to live through, impossible to live through. But with the help of Shabad, he says, you live through them. Ajar Jarna. The other pillar is Mar Jivda, one who is died and born again. He's given up his mind, ego mind. So he's died. His ego mind has gone. His conditioned mind is gone. Ajar Jarna. And Marji Bada. Vaheguru Ji Maharaj. Hanji.
Question may I see actually. I wanted to ask, like, when you are in love with Guru Sahib, then also is it Ajar?
Then it is Jar. When we find love, then we have found the easier way to make it all easy. Love makes it all possible.
Thank you.
Lovers will do for them each other what they never do in a normal life. It makes it possible. They sacrifice so much of themselves because they found love. And love satiates us. It fulfills us. Which is what Maharaj talks about Naam also. He says that it makes us tripat, agai. Naam japat Trishna sab bujhi hai. The ego Trishna of desire has gone away. Nanak tripat agai. Completely fulfilled and satiated. So now anything can happen. Maharaj. There's one more question, or? Thank you. So if there are no more questions, we can do the Anand Sahib. Maharaj. Ji.
As we say that we always want happiness or always positive from the Guru Sahib. But like say, we say that some sorrows are because of karma or our actions. But even all these things are in system. So, should we consider God as a source of anger or happiness or calm? How to see that?
I don't understand the question, but happiness, when it has a reason, then happiness lives with sorrow. The true happiness is only Anand, which is without reason. It's our natural state of our mind. So in the world, in the physical world, when we look at happiness, then happiness and sorrow live together. So the more intensely we seek happiness in the physical world, the more painful and sorrowful we will be. Sukh dukh doye dar kapde pehre jaye manuk. Sukh ko mange sabko, dukh na mange koi. Sukhe ko dukh agla, manmukh booj na hoye. Sukh mange dukh aage aaye. So sukh hame na mangya paaye. When we seek happiness in the physical world, pain comes with it. That's why Bhagat Kabir says, I don't seek this happiness. Whenever I want to find happiness, I go into Anand, my inner joy. Or if I live the happiness outside, I know it will come with pain in it, with it. So then there is acceptance. That is hukam, and not expectation. I don't expect happiness, but if happiness comes, I live it. If unhappiness comes, I live that too, with the same intensity. That is what Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib invites us to do. Live sukh and dukh in the same intensity, the same fashion. Don't make it conditional that I want only physical happiness. Then it will become painful. But if my mind is flexible, I am okay with either of them, then it is fine. And then I don't make these my foundation of my life. I make Anand and Naam as the foundation of my life. Ji Maharaj.
But Preeti, there are very small materialistic happiness.
That's all right. Nobody stops us from that. That happiness is fine. We know that will. Suppose I am happy with with the car I have bought, I will know one day this car will go, so I am accepting that. That's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. That is life. Sukh and dukh are part of life. There is no need to deny ourselves from life. That is acceptance is how we live it through. And that's the sukh and dukh of life. Meeting and separating. That is part of life. If we accept that, then we will not resist it. Then pain will not come. Ji. Vaheguru ji.
Guruji, can you please explain it? Oh, Jane, Jetya Mukha.
O jane jetiyam mukhaye. Je ko khaye ke aakhan paye. If the foolish person says he knows, then he will find the pain and he will live through that. O jane jetiyam mukhaye. He will find pain on his face. That's one direct expression. That he will know and suffer for thinking or saying that he knows the Creator and the creation. O jane jetiyam mukhaye. He will suffer for that and he will know the suffering.
Guruji, then when we talk to the kids, how to make them understand basic history?
Better we understand it ourselves first and live it. Then it's easier to explain it to the kids.
And suppose if we don't understand, then should we not talk to the kids?
If we don't understand, how we can explain? Living it is understanding it. Just by claiming it in words, we can't go that way. Maharaj, thank you so much. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.
Vaheguru Ji ki